Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Critical Beauty. Today, I have a special guest. Her name is Manshika Prasad, the newly crowned Miss Universe Fiji 2024. I've always wanted to interview her since the coronation controversy, and she requested that I don't ask her any questions related to that controversy because she just wants to put it behind. So if you have any questions or comments, please stay away from asking her anything question related to that controversy, and just ask her anything except that controversial thing. Okay, so we're just gonna admit her. Let's see. I think she's waiting right now. She's trying to get in.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Your screen is,
Really? It's
yeah,
upside down. Give me 1 second. Is it working now?
better, much better,
Oh, okay,
much
that's
better. Now, I would like for you to center yourself a little bit because you're way off. You're
oh,
the other way, the other side.
this way?
This way. No, a little bit to, yeah, a little bit, much better, slightly
Okay,
better.
cool.
And then perfect. I want to see your whole head.
Is that okay?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
done.
So, what time did you get up this morning?
I got up at 8:30. Actually, it's after so many weeks. Today is the one day that I woke up feeling not stressed out. But somehow I was like, I'll maybe sleep in a bit, but I ended up waking up at 8:30, which was good. So I got a good sleep.
Well, did you have breakfast at all?
No, I'm just having my tea, like a skin cleansing tea. I'm gonna have breakfast after this.
Yeah, because I was wondering, because I usually get up around like 7 in the morning. I have my own routine. So I get up at 7 in the morning, and then I usually work out. Well, I take the dog out
Oh
for a
wow.
walk.
Okay,
Yep.
so you take the dog out for the walk, yes.
And then I
That's
come
my
back.
workout too.
You do work out too? Do you work
I
out?
usually do yoga. So
You
I
do yoga?
wake up and I stretch a bit in the morning. I used to take my dog out because he's not with me at the moment, also, he's with the babysitters. So that saves me time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to know that you have a dog.
Yes, I love him. He's my son, like literally my son.
Now, what kind of dog? Is
He's
it
a
a
multi Shih Tzu. So he's a little white little puppy. He's,
they're
he's
adorable.
turning 2 on November 16th, and I'm not gonna be here.
Oh,
No.
what's his name?
Whiskey.
Whiskey? Oh my God. That's
I
adorable.
don't drink alcohol. People think I'm an alcoholic, but no, it's just I just don't know why, but it suited him. So I was like, I'll name you Whiskey.
Well, it's better than gin.
I thought if I have another dog, I'm gonna name it too.
Yeah, I used to have a Shih Tzu,
Oh,
but but he passed away like a few years ago. And then my partner and I actually went to an animal rescue center, and we adopted a terrier mix. And she's adorable. She's like the love of my life. She's my princess. Okay. If there's royalty in the family, it's her.
it's her.
It's her,
I
definitely.
know.
Yeah. I mean, I can't live without dogs. I mean, I think every person on earth should have
Should have a
a
dog.
dog.
Yes, it's like much needed. It teaches you compassion, it teaches you unconditional love, it teaches you patience, it trains you to have kids. So I believe it really teaches you a lot of things. They come into our lives to teach us a lot, and I've learned a lot from him so far. So yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, everybody who, and not only that, but I don't trust people who don't like dogs.
Oh yeah, nah, no, no way, no way. How do you not like dogs? How? It's like some psychopath.
Yeah, because like dog spelled backwards is like God. So
God.
if you reject a dog, you're rejecting God, basically.
Yeah,
Right?
basically. Yeah, I don't know how people don't like dogs. I
They're like
don't understand.
because they're like God's little guardian angels on earth and stuff.
They are. I think Whiskey for me is my guardian angel. He came into my life when I was at the lowest, and he really saved my life, I would say.
Hooray for dogs! All right,
Yes.
enough dog talk, okay?
Yes.
Now, well, first of all, welcome to my show.
Thank
Um,
you.
I've always been wanted to talk to you, especially uh, about this after
Oh,
this whole controversy thing. But as I promised, I'm not going to ask you any questions related to
mhm.
that because you just want to put it behind. And I also
Yes,
asked my audience if you have any questions for Manshika, uh, try to not to ask her any questions revolving around the controversy because she wants to move on. And we want to encourage her because this is the first time that your country is going to Miss Universe in a very, very long time.
43 years. So it's pretty scary and very stressful. And obviously, like, I'm going to bring up the controversy a bit, but everything that happened pushed me a month behind with preparations, with visa. It's been a very stressful journey, and I don't have a big team behind me because of everything that has happened. So I was basically a one-man army, and I had help of some of the, I've basically done majority of the things on my own, everything actually. And then I've reached out for help with the judges who've gotten me sponsors. So I'm actually very excited to announce that my sponsor is Fiji Water. I'm
Woo!
working with them. So you'll be seeing me carrying Fiji Water throughout Miss Universe in Mexico. So yeah.
So are you going to travel alone by yourself?
I'm traveling alone and it's going to be a lot because I couldn't get my transit visa in time. I got my Mexico visa, but I couldn't get my US transit visa. So I'm literally taking like the longest route to Mexico. But you know,
Ooh.
if there's a will, there's a way, and this experience has taught me that I'm still getting to Mexico, even if it takes me the most longest way around, even if it takes me 2 days, I'm still getting there.
Exactly. So you're currently in Sydney,
I'm
correct?
currently in Sydney. Yes.
Okay, so you're staying there until tomorrow, correct?
Yes, I actually live here, but I'm going
Okay.
to, yeah, I moved to Sydney 5 years ago, straight after high school. I was born and brought up in Fiji, and after finishing high school, I moved here to further pursue my studies and modeling career. And then, yes, I'm going to Fiji tomorrow for my national costume, which I'm so excited about. And then I come back on Sunday and I fly to Mexico on Monday.
How far is Sydney from Fiji by plane?
3 to 4 hours, depending the route the plane takes. It could be five
Okay.
hours too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I didn't realize I thought it's like pretty far because
No, it's like,
so it's pretty 4 or 5 hours. Okay.
yes, yes.
That's not too bad. That's not too
If you
bad.
take Fiji Airways, which is the premier airline, it's three
Mhm.
hours. But if you're taking Qantas or something else, they take 4 to 5 hours, I think, depending on the route that they take that day. Yeah.
All right. So you're flying back from Fiji to Sydney, and then from Sydney to where?
To Mexico on Monday,
Is it is it
basically.
is it a direct flight? No.
I have two stops.
What? So what are the stops?
Brazil, no, Santiago, and then Brazil, and then Mexico.
Wait, so I'm trying to imagine. So Sydney to
Santiago,
Chile, okay, which is
Chile,
like
yes.
okay, and then to
Yeah,
Brazil.
and then to Brazil for like I think yeah, Brazil, then Brazil to Mexico. So it's gonna be long for
Oh
me.
my God.
I know. I just didn't know about because when you have a team that are there for you, they're supporting you, telling you what to do, what not to do. And with all this controversy, I didn't know if I was going because we were waiting confirmation from Miss Universe organization. So the visa process takes too long. And yeah, it's been a lot, but I'm getting there somehow. God's getting me there. So, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's the most important thing is that you get to Mexico,
Mhm.
and it doesn't matter how long it'll take, as long as you're there
I'm there.
and proudly representing your beautiful country, Fiji Islands
Yes.
stuff. So I'm very, very excited for you. So you must also be very excited about meeting the other girls, your fellow contestants.
I'm very excited because I was obviously stalking everyone. It's like going there and meeting this 130 beautiful girls and looking at their platform advocacy and what they've done. And there's so much to learn from them. Like, that saying that if you are the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I feel like I'm going to be surrounded in a room full of women that are going to be so much more smarter, so much more beautiful and elegant. And I get to learn so much from them. So I'm like really excited for that opportunity. Just like different countries, different cultures, a mix, and learning everything about them and what they do. It's a good networking
I've
platform, I
never
would
heard
say.
I've never heard of that expression before, but I kind of like it though.
That is a yeah. I read this somewhere. I was reading a book and it said if you are the smartest in a room, you're in the wrong room. You want to grow in your life. So you need to change rooms. You need to go in a room where obviously you're not the smartest. There are people smarter than you that you get to learn from, because life is all about growth. And I believe Miss Universe platform and those girls will give me that. I will get to learn so much from them. I'm already learning so much from just from their Instagram about them and their lives. And I'm getting very much inspired by all of them, honestly.
So, which of the contestants have you been corresponding with so far?
Mm, Australia, I met her. New Zealand, Miss Canada, I've had a bit of a chat with her here and there. So yeah, three of them at the moment.
Okay, all right. So, well, obviously it's natural Australia because I'm sorry, is her name Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe Creed. Yeah.
Zoe Creed. Okay, okay, yeah, Zoe Creed. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully you're going to be roommates.
Oh, I would love that. I mean, who knows?
I mean, you never know, right?
You
You
never
never
know.
Or it could be somebody who doesn't speak English.
Which would be good. I would love to learn a new language, and I would teach her mine and she'd teach me her. So it's a good opportunity to learn, you know? So yeah, why not?
Exactly, exactly.
Everything is an opportunity to learn in
Exactly,
my
exactly.
experience. Yeah.
Well, so of course, I know a little about you, Manshika. What about the rest of the world out there is watching? They don't know you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, your family, your work, and all those lovely things.
Definitely. So, as everyone knows me, Manshika, I people call me Shika actually. Everyone knows me as Shika here in Sydney. I don't think anyone actually knows my real name. I am the eldest daughter in my family. I have two brothers who are both younger than me. One of them is in year two, the other one's 22. And I am currently pursuing my master's in business admin, majoring in finance. And I also work as a executive administrative officer for the Artificial Intelligence Institute at a prestigious university in Sydney. And
So,
my parents are actually based in Fiji, or my parents and my siblings are based in Fiji, and I'm here in Sydney.
okay, so you said you have two brothers, two siblings?
Yes, I have
Okay.
two siblings.
Are they like pageant quantity, like quality?
I would say my brother is 22. He's pretty handsome, I would say. I hope he doesn't isn't seeing this interview because I don't want him to know I said that. But yeah, I feel like he has that X factor to if he wants to take part, but knowing him, he wouldn't. He loves soccer and everything sports.
Okay, so he's very athletic.
He's very athletic, yes. He will leave his work to go play soccer. That's my brother, literally.
Well, who knows? Maybe he'll be playing for the World Cup
Oh, I would
competition
love that
someday.
for him. I would love that for him, honestly.
Yeah. Like what is that? Is soccer the national sports in Fiji?
No, actually, the national sport in Fiji is rugby. Yes, soccer is a big part of it, but rugby. Oh, Fijians love their rugby.
Oh, I like rugby. It's a very sexy sport.
You need to watch the Fijians play then.
I don't know, something about those very tight shorts.
Making us, wow, okay. Yeah, you need to watch
And
that
yeah,
then.
and all those like toxic masculinity and all that sweating and all those muscles, you know what I mean?
There's something so attractive about that, but it's like not normal to find that attractive. But you know, it is what it is.
Yes, it is. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, we wish him the best of luck, and hopefully we
Yes.
get to see him play World Cup someday. Now,
Yes.
I would think that you have a circle of good friends. How would they, or even your family, how would they describe you in 3 words?
I asked them this question yesterday, and they said glamorous, ambitious, and talkative. So we use the word yappa here. So talkative.
So
Yeah.
glamorous, ambitious, and talkative.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Nothing wrong with being talkative,
Yes.
but there are times where it's preferable to be silent.
I've learned that. Trust me. And I know I know where to be silent and where to yap. There's a line that I know now very well. So I've learned that, like I said, from experiences.
So
Yeah.
where did you get your chatty side from your mom or from your dad?
I actually don't know because even while I was growing up in school, I was a grade student. The only thing that when my parents would go for their parents teachers interview, they would say the only thing about Shika is that she talks, she likes talking. So I don't know who I get that from. I think it'd be my mom, but my parents are not that chatty. It's me. It's just me. And my baby brother. You should hear him talk. If he starts talking, you have to be like, okay, it's time for you to be quiet now. He's also chatty. I guess it runs in the family.
But you do get along with your siblings, correct?
Oh, yes, I do. I love them. I love them so much. I mean, obviously, there are times where, we don't get along, but our relationship is sort of like a love-hate, sarcasm-filled relationship. Like we
Yeah.
show love in a very sarcastic way, but at the end of the day, we all love each other a lot. We're there for each other. They uplift me a lot. My brother has been a crucial part of this journey for me, messaging me, checking up on me, and we hardly ever like talk, but with everything that has happened. He's been so supportive. He teases me. He's like, some of the photos I post is like ugly. And I was like, thanks. Like you're my biggest hater, but my biggest supporter.
Well, I think that's what makes up a real family is because, you either what is the expression? There's an expression, you can't you can live without them and you can't live without them. You can, you know what I mean? It's like you need them, but at the same time, you need some time for yourself, for some
Mhm.
space, personal space.
Something.
Because
Yeah.
you can't possibly spend every minute, every second with your family. Otherwise, you're getting
I
on each
lose
other's
it.
nerves, right?
Yes. That's why I moved.
Okay, there you go. That
Yeah, I
explains
live
it.
alone. I have my own
Yeah.
space. So,
And I would think like Australia is such a big country, whereas Fiji is a tiny country,
yes.
where practically everybody knows each other, I would think.
Not really, but like if you live in the same area, yes, like each other. Like the area that I live in, my dad's very well known. So everyone knows him. That means everyone knows me. So I have every time I go to Fiji or when I grew up in Fiji, I had eyes on me all the time because everyone knew my dad and then everyone knew that I'm his daughter. So, if you're well connected, they know you.
So he must think that you're really very precious because you're the only girl.
Yes, I'm like their trophy child. Literally.
So they waited until a girl is born, correct? I would think. And then oh my God, we have a precious little girl. I'm happy.
Yeah,
Now, how did
definitely.
you now how did you get interested in pageants? I'd like to know. Is this your first time competing?
No, actually. So my first time that I took part in pageant was actually in year nine. Fiji has this very prestigious pageant called the Hibiscus Festival. I would love for you to look that up. And I took part. I wanted to take part when I was in E8, but I was too young. And obviously, the resources to do a pageant, you need a lot. So I trained myself up until year nine to take part in that pageant as Miss Teen Queen. And it was a very wonderful journey. I learned so much about pageantry, my walk, everything. I got trained on my walk, and then that further led me to pursue my career as a model also.
Mhm.
I took part in that pageant because I wanted to have a platform where I could advocate against violence on women and girls and women empowerment because from a very young age I grew up in an environment where I saw women not being treated right, being abused, whether that be physically, emotionally, financially. And so just seeing that, I was like, okay, someone needs to speak up about this. And I felt like if I took part in that pageant, it would give me that platform to be able to advocate against that. And obviously, women empowerment, because we live in a society where women are so empowered,
Mhm.
but we haven't taught the men in our society to live with empowered women. So that's where my journey started for pageantry. And then I was like, one day I'm going to take part either in Miss World or Miss Universe. But then Fiji obviously stopped taking part in that. I had moved to Australia. I got my residency here, so I was able to also compete for Miss World Australia. I was the state finalist. However, I have pulled out of that, and I've put all my focus in Miss Universe Fiji.
Mhm. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. I think I like the fact that you've thought about Miss Universe as one of the biggest platforms as far as promoting
Mhm.
your advocacy, which is to stop domestic violence. Am I right? Yes.
Yes.
Because I just saw your video where you discuss that, where you talk about that. I like that compared to, let's say, a lot of young women have this notion of joining a beauty pageant just to get fame, but not
Mhm.
necessarily. not necessarily taking advantage of that platform to promote their cause. And there's so many causes. There's so many causes and advocacies in this world, and I cannot imagine any young person these days not caring about one topic or one advocacy. So I think what you're doing is noble. So I applaud you for that.
Thank
And
you.
you're going to be meeting, hopefully you're going to be meeting other young women in Mexico who share the same advocacy, who probably share the same personal stories as you have experienced, because you did mention you were a victim of
Yeah,
domestic violence.
when I moved to Australia, my first relationship here, it was very abusive. I was very scared to talk about that in the beginning because somehow every time I wanted to speak out about that, my abuser would come back. And so I didn't want that. I was scared. However, now I'm not letting that stop me from speaking out what has happened to me and talk about my experience, because that experience could have really broken me. I was a young girl. I was 19 in this country alone. I had no support from family and friends. And it was really hard. It was really hard to navigate through that situation, but I did it. I managed to get out of it. I managed to find myself. I managed to break free from that. And so I believe God has given me basically a second chance at life. And I want to use that for a good cause and I'm not just talking about this advocacy because I need an advocacy for Miss Universe. It's because I can understand, empathize, and have compassion for women who are going through it. And so I know that I will be able to help those women. And when I share my story, I know it will inspire a lot of women out there and a lot of young girls out there who think that they can't get out. They can. Trust me, you can. I know it's going to be hard because there's the aftermath of being in an abusive relationship, because I had to overcome PTSD. It was reflecting in my other relationships. And there's so much work I had to do, inner work, to be able to overcome that and be the person I am sitting right in front of you today.
I think it's important to a lot of people don't realize, the red flag. There are red flags, knowing if you're in a bad relationship already. And I think one of them is jealousy or unreasonable jealousy or possessiveness, or your partner basically controlling your life.
Control. Yeah.
Which is not that good. Now, I hope, young lady, that you took a course in self-defense or martial arts after that.
I have boxing. Boxing. I did boxing. So yeah.
Good. Okay. So do you know the 3 soft spots in a man's body?
Yeah, I know one. I know one.
Just say it. Or I'll say it because I know what they are.
Say it.
All right. So one of them, the eyes.
Yeah.
You can easily poke a man's eyes with your 2 fingers, especially if you have nails. The sharper your nails, the better.
Better it is. Yeah.
Second one is the throat.
Mm-hmm.
Punch with the throat. Now, boxing, you can easily jam.
Yeah.
Fist,
Jab there. Yeah.
And the third one is down below.
Yes.
The crotch.
Just it.
Yeah. Can you imagine man squealing?
Yeah. I mean, you only get that, if you ever raise your hands on me, because don't do that. You don't own a woman's body. You keep your hands to yourself at the end of the day. Go regulate, come back, and then talk to me. Take space, go do breath work or something, and then come and speak to me. But I genuinely want to send a message out there to women. At the end of the day, no matter how angry you are, a woman's body is not your property. It's not for you to raise your hands. If you want to raise your hands, go to a boxing club, go box, go punch something, except other than a woman. So yeah.
Exactly. And I think too, it's very important that we raise young boys to be respectful towards girls.
Yeah.
And so when they grow up, they behave like real gentlemen.
Gentlemen, yeah.
But there's so many external influences out there, especially when I listen to rap music. Okay.
So yeah.
This is one of the reasons why I really don't care for rap music, because it has a lot of reference to domestic violence, sexual abuse, degrading women, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some music, but most of it is not good. Yeah.
Not good, yeah, because young boys look up to these rappers. If you see some of these famous rappers and their concerts and how violent, I'm not going to name anyone here, but how violent it can get. And can you just imagine those boys listening to their music? And young boys that are growing up, which should be surrounded by role models who show them how to treat women and how to be kind and respectful and empathetic. But we don't have role models like that in this day and era. It's all the red pill content that the young boys are consuming. So it's sort of, I thought the more we progress, it get better. But I feel like the more we're progressing, like you said, with external influences, DV is on a rise. It's actually getting worse. And DV is related to financial, like obviously independence and controlling and mental health. And it's just on a rise. And it's kind of sad that it is. There's a lot we can do about it.
Yeah. And of course, you know, social media as well.
Oh, it's really bad.
You know, when like TikTok, every time I look at my news feed, especially in my X account, like formerly Twitter, I see so many like video clips of students like hitting their teachers in America. You know, there's so much violence in public schools. You see all these like big boys, you know, they're 13, 14, punching their female teachers and whatnot. Like, what is happening? And you can't physically discipline the boy, the kid, because otherwise they might sue you. The parents might sue you for touching
them. That's so sad that female teachers are not safe in schools.
Totally agree. So I think that really has to be addressed. It has really need to be changed. We need to start raising our boys to grow up to be true, real gentlemen.
Gentlemen, yeah. We need to teach them in a sense that we're in a society of, like I said previously, of empowered women. We need to teach this young man how to live with an empowered woman, because when they see a woman that is independent, got her own bag, as they say these days, her money, and is living her life, men are actually quite threatened by that. You know, that fragile ego, masculinity plays in. And I'm not saying all men out there. Obviously, there's a handful of men out there that actually do that, but majority, I find men like that. So we need to teach them that when a woman is independent, has her own money, has her own thing going on, it does not mean that you're not good enough. Like, you know, you can't project your insecurities onto her, because she doesn't deserve that at the end of the day. And I feel like we also need to teach young girls and women that when a man either cheats on you or tries to put you down or tries to verbally abuse you, it's a projection of who he is as a person, then it is about you. So it's not about you at the end of the day. I know it's hard for me to, I know it's very easy for me to say this, but it's hard for you in the moment. But once you shift that focus and that mindset about that how people treat you is a reflection of who they are internally and what they're going through internally, then it is about you. Trust me, with the world, you'll feel so much more better, and slowly the world will start becoming a better place. Start ignoring it.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you hear that, people. Okay, listen to Manshika's advice. Okay, yeah, we both need like strong women and strong men, basically, you know, to raise good children. All right, moving on. Many people don't know where the Fiji Islands are located on the map. I mean, how would you explain to a geographically illiterate person where the Fiji Islands are located? Like, let's say if you were to do a commercial, promoting Fiji to the world, especially to tourists, what would you do? What would you do or to say to convince the tourists to visit your country?
So there's 2 questions and 2 answers to these questions.
Yes.
All right. For the location of Fiji, the best way I can explain and I can break it down to you guys is that Fiji is located in the South Pacific Ocean. It is on the east of Australia and north of New Zealand. So it's roughly in the middle of the ocean between Hawaii and New Zealand. It's at a part called the Oceania region, and Fiji consists of 300 islands, out of which 100 of them are inhabited. And obviously, if you hear Fiji, it's known for its beautiful beaches, tropical climate, and vibrant culture. And if I have to sell Fiji to a tourist, basically why you should come to Fiji, I would say, if you want to go and experience crystal clear waters, pristine beaches, and where every sunrise feels like a new beginning, welcome to your tropical escape. That is Fiji. Dive into our beautiful coral reefs, hike through the luscious rainforest, or simply just relax under the swaying palm trees. It's Fiji is more than just a landscape. It's the Fijian spirit, where the Bula smiles are as warm as the sun. So come to Fiji and experience paradise like never before.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna book my flight to
You
Fiji
need to. You
after
should.
after this. After
Oh,
this interview. You convinced me, girl. I'm going to
no,
Fiji,
it's
okay?
beautiful. Trust me, for a weekend away or for like a holiday, it's the best. You have so much you could do there. If you're a beach person, you want to experience nature like never before, you go to Fiji.
You know what? I think I have a Fijian friend on Facebook.
Oh,
He used to run the Miss World Fiji
oh
contest.
wow.
His first
Okay.
name is Andy. I forget his
Oh, I
last.
think I know
You know what I
him.
mean? You do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget his last name, but he's so nice. He's always nice to me, every time we chat. And I've never met him in person, but we were able to connect. So and I asked him, do I really have any friends from Fiji? And oh my God,
But now
and
you have me.
you,
Now
hello.
you have me. Hello.
So that's good. So I now have two Fijian friends. That's good.
There you go.
That's good. Now, how many islands are there totally?
300 in total, out of which 100 of them, I believe, is inhabited. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
So
the
a
main
lot.
island that people live in, I would say, obviously, is Viti level, which is where the capital of Fiji is, which is Suva, and where the Nandi International Airport is in the Viti level, and then there's Vanua level. So there's two main islands, and there are obviously like other islands like Savu Savu, Kandavu, the etc. Like a long list. Yeah.
So you must, do you
I'm
like,
from the Viti level side, and I was born and raised in Nosori.
okay. So
Yes.
do you island hop a lot? Like,
I actually haven't done that. I'm
you
not
haven't
gonna
done that?
lie. I want to do that now. Like when I grew up there, I haven't really done much island hopping, but now, like, when you're your own person, having your own money, wanting to do your own thing, travel, I would love to start doing that now, hopefully next year. So yeah, I would
Right.
love to island hop. Yeah. My dad has done a lot of island hopping. I haven't because I was always like that kid that wanted to just study and do nothing other than study. So yeah.
So Suva is the country's capital
Capital, yeah.
and the country's biggest city. Um, now how many people are there overall in the entire country?
I
It's not a
actually don't know
it's
that.
not a
It's
huge
not,
it's not a huge population, does it? No.
no, it's not. I actually don't know the exact number,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, because I've read a little bit about the country, and I know it's not a very homogeneous society. There's a lot of different ethnicities,
Mhm.
different
Multicultural.
cultures. So it's a very multicultural. You yourself, you have an Indian background,
Yes, I
okay?
do.
And then there are also Chinese, there's also
Yes.
other South Asians, Europeans, of course,
Mhm.
Australians, and whatnot. So it's a very, very diverse society,
Diverse
you know.
society. And it's very safe also for women and like if even for tourists. It's a very safe destination to be at. Like, the Bula Smiles, people are always super friendly, always ready to help you. Fiji is obviously known for its obviously it has the beaches and the tropical climate and vibrant culture, but also the people that are really helpful and very, very friendly, I would say. That's why they say the Bula Smiles.
Yeah, that's the expression that Andy taught me, the Bula thing, right? Yeah,
Bula means
Bula.
hello. So
Yes.
Bula.
Because I was actually there's if you're Malaysian, they say bole. So I wonder if it's
Bole.
like Malaysia bole. And
Oh,
then
wow.
the Fijian word is bula.
Bula.
They may be related, so you never know.
Wow.
That's
So
good.
similar.
So are there like natural disasters like hurricanes or typhoons?
Yes, we are very, very prone to all of that because obviously with the tropical climate that we have, I think now the tropical cyclone season has started. So yeah, there's a season from I believe November to April or May. I could be wrong because I haven't been there in like 5 years, I forgot. But yeah, so we do experience a lot of natural disasters every
That-
year at a certain time. Yeah, unfortunately. Hopefully we don't, I pray that we don't any this year because, a lot of lives are taken and houses are destroyed and it's just people have to restart and it's
yeah.
really hard, especially in this economy, like, in a country like Fiji that's not so great when it comes to socioeconomic ways, it can really affect people and their mental health. So I'm praying we don't
Yes.
experience any this year.
Yes. Well, I would think the Fijian people are very resilient. You survive. You
Yeah,
guys are
yeah.
survivors. You're very strong people.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know. Just reading some of the comments and people who are watching us.
Oh,
My good
really?
friend Ralph. Hi, Ralph. Says good evening, Rafa and Manshika. Hi, Ralph. It's been a while
Hello.
chatting to her. Somebody says, "Good day, Miss Fiji." Okay, says what time is it there now? It's about.
It's 11. Let me have a look at my phone.
It's like
It's like 10:38.
yeah, she's currently in Sydney, so it's Friday morning, 10:38 in the morning in Sydney. All right. So Sydney is 15 hours ahead of time of Boston, Massachusetts, where I live. So yeah. So that was one of the reasons why actually just to let you know, people, okay, this interview was impromptu, was not an impromptu
Yeah.
because I've always wanted to chat with Manshika before she left for Mexico. And given the time, the very short time, because at this, have you finished packing, by the way?
Yes, I packed 2 bags yesterday. So now the only thing I have to go is go back home to Fiji, get my national costume. In that bag will be my national costume, all my bags, all my shoes, my makeup, my hair products. I'm done. So Sunday when I come back, I'm just like putting a face mask on and relaxing. I need that before I fly off for that long haul flight.
That's good. Actually, when I saw your message, it was about God. I was still in bed. I was still in bed. It was like 5:30 in the morning my time. Like, oh my God, Manshika is messaging me. I wonder what's up. And then when I saw
Mm.
your message, oh my God, I definitely have to talk to this girl before she leaves for Mexico. And thank
Yeah.
God, I've had this luck,
Yeah.
chatting with you. So, somebody's go Miss Fiji.
Oh, thank you.
Woohoo! Question: Has Miss Fiji ever visited Mexico City before?
Never.
Never.
And
Okay.
I'm so excited for it. Why? Because I love Mexican food. I love my tacos. I'm like so keen for the food. So like I don't think anyone has any idea how keen I am for the food because Mexican food has always been my favorite. And I'm always trying to like up my skills when it comes to cooking with Mexican food. So now I get to go there and actually try the food and not the ones in Sydney because they're not it, and then be able to understand the taste and the flavor and actually be able to make it at home one day, probably like that. So yeah.
You know what? There's a big difference between Mexican food outside of Mexico and
Mm-hmm.
Mexican food inside Mexico.
Inside Mexico. I always had that feeling, and now I'm like, oh, so amazing.
Now, did you learn a few words in Spanish just in case?
Gracias. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo
And
está?
¿cómo está? Yeah, and I'm just trying to learn a couple on how to say good morning and I'm
Buenos
good. How are
días.
you? And all, yeah, buenos dias, all of that. So I'm still like, once I'm on that flight, I'm gonna sit down and write everything down. So when I'm on that flight, I'm going to be practicing it because I have a long flight.
Girl, get one of those translator apps. You
Oh,
download
really? I
your
should.
iPhone. Yeah.
I
There's
use
a
that then.
yeah, there's a translator app which is free, and you can just you can even use speaking translation, and it'll
Oh, okay.
automatically translate into the language that you're.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah, they have that in iPhones.
Yeah, you can do that, huh? Be smart, girl. Yeah, somebody was asking what Spanish words do you know? So she the basic greeting, buenos dias, good morning, how are you, cómo está? Do you know the numbers in Spanish from 1 to 10?
Uno, tres,
Dos.
dos, uno, dos, no, uno, dos, tres. I actually forgot. I knew it
It's
until 10,
fine.
but I actually forgot.
Yeah, it'll come back. It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what do you like to do for fun,
For
Manshika?
fun. I'm a very boring person, I'm not gonna lie. I don't go
What?
out. I don't drink. I mean, I like going out for brunches with my girlfriends for fun. And we like mimosas and chat over mimosas. I love going out for dinners and catching up and doing a couple of bar hopping because I usually don't drink. I've been sober for over like 2 years, but I drink here and there on special occasions. I like reading. I like spending time with my dog. I like just staying at home, putting on a good show, getting my cup of tea, have a face mask on, and just relaxing.
I think that's pretty simple, pretty basic. I
Mhm.
mean, I think when I ask people, what do you like to do for fun? So, oh, I like to go bungee jumping. I like to jump out of the plane. Like those are like
I did that.
extreme. Those are like extreme fun for me. I
True.
would never, 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 never. You can offer me $1 million, and I would never do any of those stuff. Never.
Oh, really? You wouldn't
Not
do
even
skydiving?
no, not even like roller skating because I have this fear of like falling and breaking my neck, you
Ooh,
know?
yeah.
I mean,
I've jumped
yeah.
out of a plane last year, so that was fun.
Was it fun? Oh
Yeah, and I
my God.
passed out for a second
You
and then I
did.
woke up.
And I said, oh, this is it. This is the first and the last time I do it. I'll never do it again.
I never do it again. I will never do that again. Once in a lifetime sort of thing. Never again.
As a beauty queen, of course, you always have to look your best. Now, name 3 makeup products that you cannot do without. You always
My,
have to have these 3 products.
yep, my concealer, because I love my concealer, my mascara. I don't use fake lashes. So I have this Huda Beauty concealer that I carried with me. On God, it's the best. That's what I have on right now. And obviously, and I have this lipstick. It's from Tom Ford. It changes color. It's more of like a lip gloss that you just put it on and your lips become so pink and rosy and also hydrates it. So these are the 3 things that I carry, because a concealer, you use your concealer and you can use it as a foundation, works for everything. Highlighting, making it darker, making it, so those 3 things I can't live without in my makeup bag.
It's funny you mentioned eyelashes because I've always thought of eyelashes as more like an accessory rather than actual
Mhm.
makeup. Are you
Yeah.
wearing any eyelashes here in these photos?
No, it's on my, yeah, actually I am for my,
You are,
I did.
okay. Yeah. In that headshot,
Yes.
you are, okay. Yeah.
Yes. Very
This,
natural ones. I like
yeah.
being very natural. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very cute photo of you though. I
Thank
like it.
you.
Yeah, I like.
Thank
So
you.
you're naturally curly.
My hair is naturally very curly, like that,
Okay.
exactly like that.
So are you gonna wear curly hairstyle on stage?
I do aim to, because I have to. That was styled by my hairstylist. She does
Okay.
it for me, but obviously I'm not going to have her there. So I do want to have my hair out when I do my bikini walk, my curly hair out. So I have to make sure that I properly style it, wash it, and diffuse it and everything. But yeah, I aim to have my hair out open in the stage for my swimwear.
Because when you won Miss Universe Fiji, your hair was in a bun. Was it sort of like pulled
Yes.
back? Okay.
Yeah, it was pulled
Yeah.
back in a bun. I feel like with evening gowns, I would like the, because when my hair's out in the open, most of the focus is on my hair because people love my hair so much. And so it diverts the attention. So for my evening wear round, I would like to have my hair up in a bun, something like this, but my curls still falling out, and
Right.
yeah, pull it back. It's focused to be on
Okay.
my dress and me.
All right. That's good. Somebody's saying, oh, Chat GPT also do translation. Really?
Oh yeah, I've actually used that. That's how I know.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope it's accurate. Okay, we'll see.
Mhm.
Um, uh, uh, a viewer by the name of Fijian Hustler.
Mhm.
I wonder who could that be.
Yeah.
I can see you making the top 5,
Oh
and
wow.
also in the Q&A portion. Yeah, you speak very, very well. You're very articulate, you're very eloquent, and you're very focused, especially when you talked about your advocacy on domestic violence. You're quite very focused, and you're very knowledgeable about your topic. Um, Silly question. I wonder what sunscreen Fiji people use.
I actually do use cancer sunscreen is one more product I can't be without. It's I use one from Cancer Council. I can grab it right now, but yeah, I use that.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the shade of your skin. Even if you're a
Mhm.
dark skin complexion, you always have
You
to
need
use sunscreen.
sunscreen. I'm always lathered in sunscreen, and I also use one that is safe for when I go into the beaches, because you sunscreen is really actually harmful for the lives in the water, obviously. So there's another one that I use that is safe, beach safe, water safe, or for the organisms, for the coral reef. So yeah,
Mhm.
there's 2 that I use on
Good.
different occasions.
And it's always important to hydrate. Always drink water. Okay.
And tea.
That's true. There you go. What kind of tea are you drinking? Green tea?
I'm drinking this skin cleansing one with a turmeric super blend, which is anti-inflammatory, because I'm very prone to acne when I'm under stress. So I'm
Okay.
trying to make sure that everything that I put into my body for the past couple of weeks is anti-inflammatory and I don't break out. So yeah, I'm very prone to breaking out, honestly.
Well, diet also has something to do with breaking out. There's also a relationship between diet and
Yes.
acne. Yeah.
And acne, yeah. I've changed my diet. I've cut off coffee. I haven't drank coffee for about like 2 months now. I've swapped it to matcha and my skin has significantly improved. So
Mhm.
girls, if you're suffering from acne, just get rid of coffee and replace it with matcha and your teas and your spearmint, peppermint teas and salmon and all these vitamins that I've been doing. And the very basic skincare will help. It has helped me so much.
Exactly. And I heard too that sometimes milk or any type of dairy products is not good for your skin. A
Not
lot of
good for your
people are
skin.
allergic. Anything,
Yeah,
anything that's processed.
it's just not good. Yeah, I swap it to almond milk, so I can't have normal milk anymore. Just the taste of it makes me feel weird. I
Yeah.
don't have it anymore.
I love any plant-based milk.
Hmm.
Almond, oat, coconut is better
You
than.
need to try macadamia. It's so good.
Ooh,
You need to try macadamia milk. It's really good.
I haven't tried it, but now you convinced me. I will. Okay, here's an interesting question. Um, what is your position in cosmetic surgery? Do you think that pageant girls who have had plastic surgery have more advantage over girls who never had plastic surgery?
Yes, to answer that question, I believe beauty pageants is not just about physical appearance. So you can get all sorts of cosmetic surgery. You can be the most beautiful woman there. However, if you are not treating other women with kindness and compassion and being your authentic self over there, you won't win. It's about, in beauty pageants, I feel like people need to understand it's not just about going there and looking pretty and getting your hair and makeup done and sitting there pretty and doing photo shoots. No, there's so much more that I didn't even realize until I started doing big beauty pageants, that you need to polish up your public speaking skills. You need to be confident. You need to know how to walk. You need to know how to represent yourself, be elegant. So I believe cosmetic surgery doesn't matter whether you get it done or not. It's who you are as a person and what you bring to the pageant that matters. So you obviously, each to their own. Everyone's allowed to get whatever they want to do. For me personally, I would not do it. I love being my natural self, because being a beauty pageant queen now and being in the public eye so much, I see a lot of young girls that are looking up to me, and I don't want to put a version of me out there that is unrealistic and is achieved with money and all of that. I want them to see me for me and who I am, and so that they're not pressured into getting those things done or wanting to change their body just so they could look like someone on Instagram. No. I mean, look, like I said, each to their own. You can get it done if you want to. You have the money for it, go for it. But personally, I wouldn't. And beauty pageants is not about that. It's a lot more deeper than it is.
Well. Let's get real, Manshika, okay?
Yes.
Is there a part of your body that you don't like?
No, I
Oh,
love every part of my body. There was a time that I was insecure about my acne, obviously on my cheeks, because I used to get a lot of acne and scarring and all that. However, I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It's part of me. It's because it's just a sign that I'm not looking after myself. And so yeah, I started looking after it and it went away. You just have to accept every part of your body, every flaw that you have, whether that be your stretch marks and whether the fact that you have. I'm going to share a personal story. I tried to date. I don't date. I haven't been dating, so I tried to date, and then just being in that environment where men are like, yeah, I prefer women that are more thicker or have a more big bum, I would say. Like, I've heard those things, and but I'm just like, at the end of the day, then I'm not your person. Like, I love me for me. You have to accept me for me. So yeah, I love every part of my body. I'm not gonna lie. Being very real, I love and accept every part of my body, whether even if it's flawed. And that's what I want to teach young girls to be doing, to
right.
start doing.
Because there's no such thing as a perfect body.
No, there isn't.
We all
It's
have flaws.
unrealistic. It's all flawed. And like, we look at social media, which is just so fake. People shouldn't be looking at that. Like, literally.
I don't know. If I had $1 million, I'd probably go to the nearest cosmetic surgeon.
Would you really?
Yeah, there's some like I don't know. There's something about like my mouth. My mouth is like asymmetrical. This lip is higher than this one. And then
Mhm.
my teeth are not perfect. I have like gap right there in the center, like Madonna, okay?
I
And
have a gap
then
too.
you do, but it's not visible. I can't see it.
It's not that visible, but I do. Yeah,
Okay, I would have my teeth whitened because it's turning. I drink a lot of coffee and I love coffee, so
that's fine.
it's now turning yellowish. So if I had like a at least like $5,000, I'd be okay.
You get veneers.
I was thinking about veneers. I was thinking about that because, but then again, you wonder, am I doing it just for myself or am I doing to satisfy other people?
Other people,
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
You can
So
actually whiten your teeth without getting veneers. You can use coconut milk. This is an Ayurvedic practice that
No
Indians have been doing.
way. Is that
Not
true?
coconut milk, coconut oil after you brush your teeth, which I do for my teeth actually. After you finish brushing your teeth, take a spoonful of coconut oil and go like basically swish it around your mouth every night before you go to bed and chuck it out.
Get
And you'll
out.
see the
Oh.
difference. Yeah.
So are we talking about
It
like
actually,
are we talking about like natural, like
coconut
unprocessed
oil.
coconut
Yeah,
oil? Okay.
unprocessed, like you can get like virgin coconut oil, just swish it around your mouth like you would do with your mouthwash. And it does the job actually. You'll see a difference in a week or so. If you do it consistently, you have to stay consistent with it.
All right. Well, thank you for that tip. I'm gonna do that starting tomorrow. I need to
Mhm.
get me I need to get me a jar or a bottle
Of
of coconut oil.
oil, yeah. I'm taking that to Mexico with me. It also helps with bad breath and stuff, so which is good.
Really? Do you also can you also apply it on your skin though? Like
Yes, it's very good for
yeah.
you. Coconut oil on your body, it's really good. That's what us Fijians do back home. We literally make coconut oil from scratch because there's so much coconuts. My mum makes her coconut oil from scratch. It's so nice.
Wonderful. Well, that's a wonderful tip. So thank you. Appreciate it. Totally.
Okay.
Which brings me to this question. What is your definition of beauty?
My definition of beauty is more than just a physical appearance. It's more about who you are as a person. It starts off with how you treat yourself, whether you're kind and compassionate to yourself. Because if you're not kind and compassionate to yourself, you won't be like that to other people. You'll be projecting all of your insecurities and everything to other people. So it is very important to be kind and compassionate towards yourself, fill your cup up, and that way you'll be able to give that out back to the world and teach other people. Also, being a strong, resilient woman and being resilient in the face of adversity and how you handle that adversity says a lot about who you are as a person. So, yeah, and
Beautiful.
uplifting other women. Yes, that's my definition of beauty because physical beauty will fade, but inner beauty, who you are as a person, it will always stay. So it's
Always
very
stays.
important that you fill your own cup up, work on yourself, and have that aura and you send it out to the world. But it will only start if you're kind to yourself. I've learned this. If you're not kind to yourself, you're going to be projecting that onto other people. So it starts with you. Fill your cup up first. And then once your cup is filled, you'll be able to project good, positive energy out into the world and people around you.
So you cannot expect other people to love you if you yourself don't love
Don't
yourself.
love yourself. Yes, you can't. You cannot. It's impossible. You're just going to burn relationships with friends, whether that be intimate partners, whether that be family, because you're going to be so angry that that person needs to love me, but it's not that person, it's you. And I'm talking from experience. Everything that I'm talking to you right now is raw experience that I have navigated this past 5, 6 years of my life. I've learned, like, if you don't love yourself, if you don't show up for yourself the way you want other people to show up for you, it doesn't work like that. You have to show up for
Exactly.
yourself. If you want someone to be kind and respectful towards you and say good things to you, you need to start doing that to yourself. Every single morning, wake up, say good things about yourself, pray. Those things make you who you are. But if you're not doing that, and you expect someone else to do that for you, you're just gonna, and if they don't do it because they clearly see that you don't do it for yourself, you're
Mhm.
going to hate them for no reason. You're going to be angry at them, angry at other people because people treat you based on how you treat yourself. So it's
Exactly.
very important. Yeah. And that's inner beauty for me.
Good. Good answer. Good answer. Yeah, but wait until your roommate, ruins your gown while you're sleeping. How would you how would you react to that?
If that were to happen, I'm just like,
Yeah.
after this controversy that has happened to me, it's like, if that were to happen, I'm just gonna be like, take a deep breath. What can I do? I'll cry about it for an hour and then I have to get back up and find a solution to it. I can't sit and dwell on it, can I? I will need to get back up, be proactive instead of reactive and take
Yeah.
action and figure something out.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine. I was just kidding. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I should, we should.
I'm sure there are girls from countries where pageants are big that could actually loan you one of their gowns. Yeah.
Yeah, there are obviously some of them like let's Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. Oh my God, they have such amazing teams that look after them. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Good, 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 good. Um, Here's a fun question. If you could be great at one thing, what would it be and why?
I feel like I'm good at it right now, but it would be public speaking, being an exceptional, great public speaker. And the reason why I say this is because obviously my advocacy platform is violence against women and girls and women empowerment. If I am a great public speaker, an exceptional public speaker, I will be able to influence a lot of policy changes. I will be able to inspire and amplify my voice to other women out there. I will be a powerful advocate for gender-based violence. So being a great public speaker is something that I would love to be, because it will really put me on the top and be a known activist and amplify my voice to everyone.
So tell me, what job would you be terrible at?
I'd be terrible at, I don't
We
know.
know you're a great public speaker, okay, but what kind of job you probably would never qualify in because you're terrible at it?
Oh my God, terrible at it. I've done waitressing, barista, cleaning. I think I'd be terrible as a driver, any sort of
As a driver, as just like a chauffeur?
as a chauffeur. I'd be so bad at it. I'm like,
Why are you
yeah,
are you a speed demon? Do you speed?
no, I actually, yeah, no, I feel like I'm too stressed out on the road, and I'm always like under pressure, and I get very scared very easily. So I'd be a very bad chauffeur. You don't want me to
Have
be as
you have you had like road rage?
No, none of that. It's just I get very scared, like, like looking at other people how they drive. I'm like, what do I do? Oh my God, no, 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 indicate. So I'd be a bad driver, I would say. I'm not that I am a bad driver, but to drive someone else around, you don't want to trust me with that. Sorry.
All right, people out there, if you're looking for a good driver, don't hire
Don't
Shika.
hire me,
Okay?
please don't.
Skip her, please.
I'm meant to be a passenger princess, not a driver. So.
That's too funny. Okay, here's a fun question. What do you bring with you everywhere you go?
My Tom Ford lipstick. It's a must. I take that everywhere I go. Oh, obviously my phone also. I can't live without my phone, but yeah, those two things.
Okay, good. Uh, if you could teach a new class in school, what would it be and why?
Yes, this is something actually that I am planning on implementing in schools back home once I'm done with Miss Universe. I want to start a curriculum where I don't really know what I'm going to name it, but this class would focus on teaching, like I said, young men about women empowerment, how to live with women who are empowered, obviously teaching both young men and women about menstruation, and even teaching women about their menstruation cycle, because I don't think a lot of women know what the cycles are. And I feel like men also need to know that, to understand their partners, their moms, their sisters better, and implementing books like Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, teaching about childhood trauma, targeting those specific things. That's a curriculum that I'm actually working towards implementing in schools in Fiji.
That's good. That's
Yes.
good. I hope it gets realized because again, it's a very important issue. It boils down to how we raise kids these
How to
days.
raise kids, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we can't obviously go home, each individual's home, and change them, but kids from year 6, that's where it starts, because from experience, that's where you start understanding and grasping things more clearly. They spend most of their time in school. So if we're teaching them at school, then they might be seeing something different at home. But you know how kids are, when they see something at school, they see something at home, then they're able to be like, no, this is not what I was taught in school, because I've done that. This is not what I was taught in school. That's how it's done. So I'm also able to sort of change my family and, be that change within my family and break those generational curses, like not curse, but trauma.
Trauma.
Trauma, yes. There's so much things, we could do. I
Yes.
believe violence starts from home, any sort of violence. So we need to target those core traumas that an individual has, childhood trauma specifically. I'm 24 and I'm still healing my childhood trauma. So, that's a lot of us have that. And I feel like once we target that and start regulating our emotions and regulating ourselves and soothing us in real time, this world can be a better place for women
Oh, yeah,
and their
totally
safety.
agree. I really believe that it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
It
And
really
it's to be a good village.
Yeah,
Not a
definitely.
village of toxic and,
Yeah,
toxicity, which
exactly.
is bad. Yeah.
Exactly. Totally agree. Shika, if I gave you $1,000, what would you do with it?
$1,000, I would take that $1,000 and probably donate it to a charity or a cause that I want to donate to. Or I would actually buy groceries and cook food and give it to homeless people because I love cooking and I love feeding people. So I would do that.
All right.
Yes.
Shika, what makes you happy?
Staying at home.
Staying at home doing nothing, watching Netflix, playing with your dog.
Yes, just spending time with my dogs and actually being out in the nature, being out in the sun. I live near a beach, so it's pretty beautiful, like going for walks along the beach, taking my dog out for a walk and just being out in the sun. Yeah, that makes me really happy. It's the simple things in life that I've realized now. The more I get older, I realize they make me so happy and add so much happiness into my life.
Good. Question from a viewer. What sets you apart from the rest of the contestants?
What sets me apart from the rest of the contestants? The first thing is I'm coming back onto the stage after 43 years. That's the biggest thing that sets me apart and also the fact that most of these girls are big pageant girlies and have a lot more experience, and I may not have that same level of experience, but I have that confidence, that resilient, and also the compassion in me because of all the experiences that I have been through in life to be able to go on that stage and represent my beautiful island nation. And not just that, the controversy that has happened and the way that I have held myself throughout that controversy has shown that you're a queen with or without a crown. And I believe that sets me apart from the rest of the girls.
Good answer. Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, who is your favorite Miss Universe so far?
So far, or like as in the winners?
Yes. Of the
Lara,
title host. Who?
Lara Dutta.
But oh my God, I love her too. She's my
I
favorite.
She's
One of
amazing.
my favorites.
I look up to her so much, and I've actually been watching a lot of her videos and how she held herself and everything. So she is commendable. The answer that she gave, like I
Yes.
would love to, if I could even be like 1% of her. Oh my God. And I feel like
You know
I
what?
could if
I love Laura's voice. Something about her
Mhm.
voice that sounds so mystical. I mean, I could never
Yes.
get tired of listening to her voice.
Yes.
Like literally, I never get tired. It's just so very calming and soothing when I hear.
Soothing, yes.
Yeah.
It's about that aura. Like it's not just about using the Miss Universe platform to obviously champion your cause, but Miss Universe is also a business. So you also have to be someone that captivates the audience, where the audience want to listen to you, want to know what you're up to, want to be influenced by you. So it's about being that person. And I believe I have that in me to be able to do that. Even though I come from a small island nation, don't underestimate Fijians.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, the fact that no, you're here in my show and promoting your country, to the rest of the world, I think, people will know more about Fiji.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
hopefully. And of course, you're going to be an ambassador of your country in Mexico. You're going to
Yes.
be talking to what, 100 over 100 other countries and
Mm-hmm.
trying, sharing your culture with them, getting to know each other and whatnot. Yeah. And
Yes.
eventually they will be able to visit your country and
Yes.
spend money in your country, contribute to the economy.
Yes, definitely.
Good, 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 good. Last question, Manshika.
Mhm.
Why do you think you should be Miss Universe 2024?
As mentioned before, I have a unique story to share to the world. I have had so many roadblocks getting to Miss Universe, countless roadblocks. However, I was resilient. I showed strength and I have compassion. And these are the qualities of what a Miss Universe should be. And I believe these qualities will make me a great Miss Universe 2024. And not just that, I believe I also have the ability to capture the attention of the audience and be a face of Miss Universe. So yeah, that's why I believe I should be Miss Universe 2024.
Good job. Good job.
Mhm.
All right, enough of the stupid questions. Let's play some games, all right?
Let's go.
This first game is called This or That. I name two things and you tell me which you prefer. Simple.
Yes.
Coffee or tea? I know what the answer is.
Tea.
Peanut butter cookie or oatmeal cookie?
Ooh, peanut butter cookie.
Yes.
So good.
All that protein, baby.
I know.
One piece swimsuit or bikini?
I actually like both. I'd go one piece.
One piece. Did you wear a one piece when you were competing in Miss Fiji?
No, I wore two piece.
Two piece. Okay, because I
Yeah.
see when I check your Instagram, I see some videos where you're wearing a bikini most of the time.
Yes.
Yeah. All
Yep.
right. So good. Mercedes-Benz or BMW, baby.
Mercedes, because I want to get one soon.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
I'm a
I
Mercedes girly.
I drive a Mercedes. Love
Oh,
it.
nice. Twin.
Love it. Brown one too, which is very rare. A
Oh,
brown,
wow.
yeah,
Oh,
very
you're
rare.
rich.
Yep. I know what the answer is. iPhone or Samsung?
iPhone. Sorry, Samsung. No, can't do it.
Okay, so what is your version of iPhone? Have you upgraded?
I actually got a recent one, iPhone 15 Pro Max.
You know what? I still have iPhone 12.
How does
Yeah,
it work?
but
Mine
it's
didn't
still,
work.
oh my God. I use iPhone to record my vlogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been
And it
using it
still works
for the last
perfectly.
I've been using it for the last 4 years. So people tell me, Rafa, when are you going to upgrade? What do you mean when? I don't need to upgrade because what I have right now is working fine. You know what I mean? So there's really no need
Yes.
to spend more money. But anyway, I like
Blending.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Real book or digital book?
No, a real book. I'm a
Are you,
bookworm, so I like smelling the pages of my books.
are you going to be bringing some books to read during flight?
I'm actually reading one right now, and yeah, so
Good. Shika, money or love?
give me love. We can make money together. It's hard to date and find someone that truly loves you these days. It's so hard.
Good. Game number 2.
Hmm.
Would you rather be a famous director or a famous actress?
I'll be a famous actress.
Any in
I just want to
particular?
go into the set and just act. I don't want to be directing people and telling people what to do. So I already have enough stress in my life. I just want to be told what to do and get the job done and go home.
Uh, do you have a favorite actress?
I do actually in Bollywood. I
Yes.
love Deepika Padukone. If I don't know if
Oh
you
my
know
God.
Deepika
Yeah,
and
everybody loves
Aishwarya Rai.
Deepika.
I also love Aishwarya Rai, two
Of
most beautiful
course.
women that I know. Yes.
Do you like Priyanka Chopra?
Yes, I actually admire her a lot. She's amazing who she is as a person and how she talks and handles herself. She's just so amazing. So captivating. That's what I mean. Like be a title holder like that, you have to be so captivating. You have to really captivate the audience. So yeah,
Totally.
those three. Yeah.
And actually, no, her husband is lucky to have her.
Oh, he blessed. He's punching. There's a
Yes.
word that we use over here called punching. If your partner, if you're a
Unchecked.
girl and you're like very beautiful, and obviously, so we tell the guy, "Oh my God, you're punching. She's stunning. She's so amazing." That's
All
the
right.
word we use over
Good.
here
So
in
go
Australia.
Priyanka. We all love all these
No,
this Bollywood actresses,
yes.
especially Deepika, because I've always, oh well, her husband. Hello.
He's not. He doesn't love you.
He's like my imaginary husband.
Oh wow.
Just kidding. Would you rather be born again in the same country or a different one of your choosing?
This question. I think I'd be born again in Fiji.
Okay.
Yes, yes, I'd like to be born again in Fiji and then move to another country because after moving here and hearing some of the stories and obviously having friends in international countries, I realized that I grew up quite sheltered, quite safe, quite protected in a very good environment where I wasn't a victim of racism or anything like that. And I hear some of the stories here. So, yeah, I would like to be born again in Fiji. And if I want to move to another country, I'd move to another country to experience their culture and lifestyle. But born
Good.
again in Fiji for sure.
Good. Would you rather eat a bowl of fried grasshoppers or a bowl of bat soup?
I would go with grasshoppers. I don't know. I think that's more eatable. Just swallow it down.
Well, I think in some cultures, like they eat bugs because they're considered
Really?
delicacy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In Southeast Asia and in some parts of Africa, they eat
Oh, wow.
bugs
And I'm pretty sure it's well seasoned too and very nice to eat then. It's
because
like,
they're
yeah,
like
I would
crunchy. They're very
crunchy.
crunchy. Yeah.
I could just hear the crunch in my head for some reason.
Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Give me true love today.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like in this, I'm not gonna lie, if it was the old Sheikah, she probably would have said win the lottery next year. True love is money is very easy in this day and era. It comes and goes. You can get money anywhere. It's in abundance, right? True love is something that's so hard because when you have true love in your life, that person pushes you to grow. You have someone there all the time to lean on to or fall back onto. So true love any day. Give me true love. I'm searching for it. So hopefully
All
I
right. So
find
you,
it one day.
all right, viewers, you heard that. Okay, she's available on the market. All right.
Yeah,
Just in case. Okay.
just in case.
Would you rather go alone to a concert or go alone to dinner?
I've done both.
Which do you
So
prefer?
I think I prefer going to a dinner alone because then I don't have to talk to anyone. I can just eat my food in silence. So yeah.
Well, you can always look at your iPhone and and chat with people.
Yeah, all that.
Social
I could just
media.
do that. I love eating alone. It's so much more fun for some reason.
Yeah, me too. I prefer to eat alone because I
Mm.
like taking my time. I like savoring every bite
Mm-hmm.
and appreciating all the different tastes, whatnot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, good. Would you rather take a vow of celibacy or take a vow of silence?
Oh, take a vow of celibacy.
Why?
Actually, I've taken that vow already because I want to be a great public speaker, my advocacy platform. I want to be an advocate. I want to be an activist. I want to be a voice of change. So I can't take that silence. But I'm okay to take the vow of celibacy. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, yeah, especially if you're a beauty queen that you have,
Mhm.
a very important cause to promote.
Yes,
You
yes.
cannot be silent. So
No, no way.
this is your time to be talkative.
Talkatives. Yeah, I've been talking a lot. I was like, I need water after this.
Twak, twak, twak.
Yeah.
Would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality
Mm.
or a 6 with an amazing personality?
A six with an amazing personality. Like I said in the previous question you asked me, physical appearance fades. It's who you are as a person and how you show up for yourself and me matters the most to me. So you better be kind and compassionate and that person because if you're like that to yourself, you'll be like that to me. So looks don't matter to me, to be honest. I can date a 3, but you just have to be really amazing as a person.
Would you ever date a man who is more attractive than you?
No, not happening.
See, you're judgmental.
No, no, no. The thing is, I just I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, if he's more attractive than me, but his personality is also a 10, those two mix, I will take it happily. But I've realized men that are very attractive just don't have the greatest personality. And so that's why for me it's like no. Unless I have someone that looks amazing, you're beautiful, yes, and you have an amazing personality and you can match me and who I am as a person and what I bring to the table, for sure. But if your personality is not great, which I've seen in most cases, I'm not doing that. No.
Well, I appreciate your honesty, Missy. All
Thank you.
right. That's good.
I feel like I was too honest.
Well, no, nothing. I mean, yeah, we're your beauty queen.
Yes.
You're supposed
Your
to be
authentic self.
yeah, you have to be authentic stuff. You have to be transparent, and you also have to, I mean, you're not obliged to tell every little detail of your life, but, at least learn how to relate to people, so to speak. Yeah. So
Yes.
that's good. That's good. Listen, um, I thank you very much for taking your very, very busy time to chat, with me and with my followers because um, I think a lot of people out there have all these conceptions about you, and
Mm-hmm.
all this debate, this controversy is going on, surrounding the
Yes,
controversy.
yes.
But I'm glad that you were able to put everything behind now, and that you're moving forward to a better, bigger, brighter future. And I think you will create a huge impact in Mexico. My gut instinct is telling me that Miss Universe of Fiji is going to Mexico not only to conquer the country, but also to conquer the universe. And
Yes.
I will be seeing you there because I'm going to go.
Oh, oh, you're gonna be there?
I'm going to be
Oh, that's
doing some
exciting.
coverage for my channel. And I've never been to Mexico, just like you. I've never been there. So this is always a first.
Oh,
So I'm
nice.
really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah. And
Great.
yeah, so I'm really very happy that that you took the time to chat with me. And people out there who are watching, oh my God, now I like Miss Fiji because she's so sincere, she's so wise for a young age. And I think you really do have a very big future ahead of you. I mean, whatever happens to Mexico,
Yeah.
nevertheless, the part that you're in just journey, and sometimes the journey is more important than the actual destination.
The actual destination, yeah. That's what I tell myself. Like, it's not about the crown. Obviously, I'd love to win it at the end of the day. However, just being there, winning the crown back home, having that crown, going to Mexico, putting my country out there, or getting a sponsorship deal with Fiji. I'm already winning in a lot of ways, So it's at the end of the day, if I win, oh my God, amazing. If I do really well, amazing. And if I don't win, it's also amazing because God knows what opportunities await me there. Because despite all these roadblocks that have come my way, I'm somehow still going to Mexico. So I'm pretty sure that God has something amazing waiting for me there that I'm quite keen to uncover and see what it is. So I'm very hopeful and positive about this journey.
Good. Now, can you give us some hints about your gown, or you want to keep
It's
it a secret,
it's
maybe?
beautiful. Like it's beautiful. It's not, I would just say it's not like I didn't have enough time to obviously prepare and getting like made it from scratch professionally. So it is from a well-known designer that I've gotten my gown from. So yeah, and hopefully I shine bright like a diamond on that stage
Oh, I'm sure you will.
wearing that. Yeah.
I'm sure you will. Now, about your national costume, I'm sure, is it going to
So
be huge? You're not going to be like dragging like a prop,
Um,
like a heavy
I'm
prop.
actually going to find that out on Sunday, and I'll send you like a little bit of BTS behind the scenes to you on
Okay,
Sunday.
all
But
right.
what I'm more excited to show is that my entire costume is actually hand woven by local artisans back in Fiji. Like literally, Fijian women have hand woven that. Everything is like no machine, everything's like done with your hands. So, and it's made of pandanus leaves called voi voi leaves. So it's going to be a two-piece. It's going to be huge, and I'm just so grateful for all the people that have put in the time. I think I'm more excited about my national costume than I am about my
Your
evening and my
gown.
swimwear because like so much work and time and effort has been put into that. And I'm excited to showcase obviously my country and what it represents and the people behind that who have done that and the designer, Lai, who's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Are you going to be like doing some dance moves while you execute your
Think I
costume?
would, I think I'll find that out on Sunday after
Right.
wearing the outfit and see what
Yeah.
movements I can do in that. But I would love to do some sort of dance moves in that. Yes.
Good. Well, I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to it because I think that's one of the best parts of the beauty of Miss Universe is the
Mhm.
national costumes. That to me, that's real pageantry when you see all these beautiful, gorgeous women, wearing this native
Yes.
costumes. And
Hmm.
oh, I love it. I love it. Now, listen, before I let you go, is there a message that you would like to convey to your followers out there in the world watching you?
I would like to. I've gotten so many messages on Instagram from people. I can't get back to all of you, but I am so grateful for your support. Thank you so much for being by my side throughout everything that has happened and supporting me. I'm so grateful. And I just want you all to know that I've actually read everyone's messages. I just can't reply to everyone, but I'm so grateful from the Philippines, from Vietnam, from all over the world. I have so much people from Philippines and I'm like so happy. But I just want you all to know I'm so grateful. Please keep supporting me in this journey. Please keep voting for me and just have me in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you.
You know, Filipinos love you because you can pass that for a Filipino.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Someone in my country says she doesn't even look Fijian. She looks Filipino.
I
I was
mean,
like, oh, wow. Okay.
who knows? Maybe Miss Philippines could be your roommate.
Oh my God, I love that. It'd be
Yeah,
nice.
that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
That would be great. That would be great.
Mm.
Listen, so once this video is up on my channel, I will tag you so you can share it with your followers. And I will
Yes.
also put your Instagram handle in the description box so people can follow you. So people, please follow Manshika to her journey to Miss Universe. Your Instagram handle is underscore Manshika Prasad, I think.
Yes.
Yes. And I will put that down below. So please follow her, follow her. Are you on Facebook as well? I think you're on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook and TikTok. I don't use Facebook that much, but it's
Yeah.
mostly
So
Instagram
Instagram,
and
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
So I'm going to put both anyway. So, but basically
Yes.
mostly Instagram. So have a safe journey to
Thank you.
Mexico. And I know it's going to be a very long,
Long
ridiculous,
journey.
hectic journey, but as long as you have your books to read,
Yes.
okay, and some good music to listen to, and some movies to watch,
That'll
hopefully,
be good. Yes.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So listen, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of the weekend, basically, and have a
Mhm.
safe flight to Fiji and back to Sydney and also to Mexico. So I
Thank
will
you
see
so
you.
much.
I will
Yes.
see you in Mexico, girl. All
Yes, I'm
right.
excited. Thank
We,
you. Thank you for having
we
me.
virtual
Thank you.
kisses, virtual hugs.
Rachel.
And go Miss Universe Fiji. Please support
Let's go.
this girl. She's amazing. Okay. Follow her. All right. So
Thank you.